Hi, my name is Happiness Nkobe, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how I went about doing my second project. So this project is the second project for this class, for this semester, and it is the third week project, which is um the first phase. Okay, so um I've created a new repository which is called project-2, number 2, and um I've also pushed to the main branch, and also my folder structure is we have four folders. We have controllers, middleware, models, um routes, and also we have this env file, git ignore, for not pushing the passwords to GitHub because they're private, and also we have this main server and this main server for Swagger. Okay, so um I am gonna show you that uh it's it's live. Okay, okay, so it's live, and you can see that the env is not being pushed to GitHub, and also okay, it's live. Okay, so I'm gonna go and show you just my tests. Okay, so first I have to show that it is live on render. Okay, so you can see that it is live on render. The project number 2 CRUD APIs. Okay, so Massworker, I have tested, so these are the results that they tested to be true, and we have I've been testing and testing. My data is just been small and small. Okay, so this is the data which turned out to be true. So this here below is an example of what the data should have been looked like. So you can see that it's the same, and I have also which I've posted this cam, so and executed, which showed that this was executed successfully, and also I have a gate where with an API, so it gets a contact with an API. So you can say that it is true. We have D5 in the end. We also have D5. So it's true. It is true. Um, okay, we have a gate. I mean a put. So in the put, I put the navy. The navy. So you can say that the navy. Before it was blue. Okay, you can see that it's blue. So now I'm putting the navy. Yeah. So it showed that it was true. Changed to being what? Navy. Okay, now we've deleted this um contact, and it's turned out to be true. The contact is deleted. Okay, and then I also have API for notes. Okay, so for my notes, I have retrieved all the notes. Here's all the notes. Okay, and then it turns out to be true. Okay, and then I've also posted this note, and then executed. It turns out to be okay, false. Um, before the video, I was doing another video, so it turns out to be false because I was trying to show that the status error, it will show that succession is false. It will give the message that this is a 500 message. Okay, why did it give the 500 message? Meaning it's an error. So let's try and go here and show you my error handler. So for my error handler, it shows that for it will return a JSON that it shows a 500 error with the message. Okay, and this is a JSON, and the error is false with the 500 error, the 500 error which shows that it's a JSON. So we have a duplicate key for error collection, project-2 node bk index id do key. Okay, So we must go to the duplicate. Okay, so we cannot post this. So we need to post a new one. Okay, let's let me check. Okay, I have a date here that I have for this type in my test for post. Okay, I'm gonna post this. So I'm gonna post. No. This is not. I'm doing for this. Okay, not for contact. So I'm doing for this. Okay, so I'm copying and I'm gonna paste here. Paste here. Okay, so I'm gonna execute. True. So now we don't have a duplicate. Okay, so um this one has been posted successfully and executed successfully. Okay, next we have what? A get that retrieves one contact with an ID. Okay, so it is true, everything was good. And then okay, next thing we have put okay, so I've put Nonko where in the author name, and then we'll see that in the execution we have okay, false. Okay, this is a 400 error status. Why? Okay, let's check. Okay, let me show you again. How did I go about this? Okay, so we have in the middle where we have validator. Okay, the 400 is the validator. So for my validator, it will draw a JSON and also a 400 with a message. So let's read the message, which says okay, it's false because the ID it has an invalid value path for ID. Okay, so let's use a valid ID. Okay, I'm gonna just scratch this and then I'm gonna take only the ones that are working. Okay, so I'm gonna try and take this one. Okay, this one for study, test study. Okay, I'm gonna copy here and I'm gonna put it yeah. Okay, we're gonna post it, so it's gonna be different data now. Paste. So the data that was in there, it's gonna be changed now to be this one. Okay, let me try and execute that. No. I have to take also the data since for school graduation year, no, for studying. This is for studying. Too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna post it exactly as it is, so it's gonna have a new one. Okay, I'm not sure it's gonna do it. True. So it's done. Now I have this sort of data. Okay, guess the ID also changed. This is good. Okay, and then we have deleted and executed this ID, and then it says true. But let's try with the ID that exist that as like okay, so let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna delete. Maybe this one doesn't exist. Where is the one? Okay, I'm gonna delete the just the recent one. Oh, it's not gonna show. Okay, so let's let's see. Let's see. Post title plain. Okay, let's delete this one. Okay, I'm not sure if it exists since I've done a lot of tests. Okay, since it's true, I guess it exists. Okay, I am gonna, okay, paste, execute, delete. True. So it deleted, I guess it existed. So if, let me just check the time first. So, ah, why? Why? Why?